What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. In today's video, I'll tell you the number one thing that you can do to get your speaking from band 5 to a band 8 or even higher, and that being talking to a friend on a regular basis. And that being you can do it every single day, preferably, or at least every other day for 1 to 2 months, and you will see drastic improvement in your overall English speaking. So in today's video, we'll be showing you exactly how to do that whenever you are talking to a friend and the process of exactly how you would go through. You can do this on a Zoom call or even in person, whatever your preference is. In this video, I'll walk you through exactly how you would do it. And to help me with that, today I got my very good friend Jan. Hello Jan, how are you doing?
It's good to be here, Saad. Me, myself, I was an international student and I wish I came across your channel back when I was preparing for my English exams.
So my friend here is from Croatia and he got a fully funded scholarship to do his undergrad at a reputed university at the US. And after that, he got a job in a pharmaceutical industry. So whenever you are speaking with your friend, you want to do exactly like this and take it as a real exam. Okay, you pretend that your friend is the examiner and you are the candidate, and then vice versa. All right, Ayan, are you ready?
Yes, sir. Let's go.
Let's go. Okay.
So, Saad, tell me a little bit about yourself. What do you do in United States and why did you come here originally?
All right, my name is Saad and I'm originally from Bangladesh. So I started as a graduate student back in 2022. I got a fully funded scholarship in the US for a graduate assistantship. And then after that, I managed to get a job at a reputed scientific company. And since then, I've been working as a scientist.
Glad you did that because that's how we met and made some
Yeah.
good friendship. And yeah, that's awesome. So, what else do you do outside of work?
So outside of work, I have a YouTube channel where I help international students with the right guidance to get fully funded scholarship in the US, because when I was starting for my scholarship preparation for my higher study abroad journey, I did not have a strict or step-by-step guideline. I did not know what to do or where to go. And most of the students, they don't really know that there is an abundant chance of getting a scholarship, because for graduate studies in the US, you can literally, most of the graduate studies are paid for. So basically, they would fund your whole study and they will give you stipend for living expenses. So that is so great. People just do not know that there's this opportunity exists. And I feel like if I were to find that kind of guidance, that kind of step by step guideline to what to do, that would have been really helpful for me. So that's why I started this channel. And also, other than that, I like to hit the gym and also play some golf and some fun stuffs.
Yeah, those are some amazing hobbies. It sounds really fun.
Thanks.
Okay, so let's start with the part one speaking IELTS questions. Are you happy to be the age you are now?
Yeah, sure. I would say most people have this connotation that the older they get, the worse. But I do think with old age, you become more mature, you take on more responsibilities, and most importantly, you can be a valuable asset to the world and to the people around you, right? Whenever you're younger, you're just dependent on other people. But when you get older, have you take responsibilities and you can help other people contribute to the society. So I am definitely happy to be the age I am. 28, by the way.
That's the best age there is, so I like that answer. Another one. When you were a child, did you think a lot about your future?
Yeah, definitely. I would say probably more than others. I would say growing up as a when I was even teenager or high school and even in university, I would feel like I was constantly thinking of what career line I would go to, where I would end up in the next 5 to 10 years, or what kind of career I want. I was always thinking about those. And yeah, definitely thinking about those and pushing forward, that made me come to the US and having a great job. And yeah, life is good.
Do you think you have changed as you got older?
Yeah, definitely. I would say physically and mentally, both sides, I am more resilient and I can take more responsibilities. And also, most importantly, making my own living and being responsible for everything that I do and then everything that happens to my life. Yes.
Yeah, I think responsibilities are a good thing. It really makes you a better person.
Yeah.
What will be different about your future, about your life in the future?
I am always optimistic about my future, like what the future holds. I would definitely develop a lot in the next 5 years or 10 years or so. Um, Definitely looking back, the drastic change that happened to me from, especially from moving from my country to the US, there's been a lot of change, and in the last 2 to 3 years, I have learned a lot. So definitely, I'm very looking forward to it.
That's good. That's future is exciting, and
Yeah.
we have a lot in front of us. So I think it'll be a good run. So here I got part two questions on my computer. I send them over to you on your laptop.
Okay.
Now you may look at it.
So the time when I started using a new technological device, that would definitely be my iPhone, because growing up using an Android phone all the time, and then when I shifted to an iPhone, that was definitely a big change. As I started using it more and more, I got better at it. The reasons I took on iPhone is because most of the people in America, they're using iPhone. So if I'm not using iPhone, it's kind of like a different environment. So in back in Bangladesh, I would used to use the Android, and we'd share everything in Bluetooth or sharing through Wi-Fi. But so if I'm using an Android and the other person is using an iPhone, you cannot share through AirDrop, right? So the communication is a little weird when you would want to share things. Uh, Also, they can tell that, oh, you're not using an iPhone just by looking at your text, because there's this blue and green thing, which I quite do not like. I would say the most beautiful part about iPhone is it takes really stunning photos. That's what most people like about it. I know back at home, a lot of people, they want iPhone just because they take the best photos. I can agree to that one. There are other demerits to using an iPhone, because the notifications part, I do not like that a lot. Other than that, is iPhone is, I would say, a little bit on the expensive side, but if you can make the most use of it, that's the best. And definitely, it was this device was helpful for me, because I can integrate more properly. And also, I have seen the people who are more successful, or people are in the high level that I look up to them. They use iPhone, so definitely there's something good on it. Yeah, that's what I use it.
Yeah, I'll say that anything that you use for good, it's good an investment. So I do support you there.
Thank you.
So those were part two questions. Let's move on part three.
Sounds good.
So a little bit about technology and education. What is the best age for children to start computer lessons?
That's a very subjective question. You see, technology and computer can do good and bad, because it depends on how the user's using it. So when the children are children, the parents would give them the technologies or computer, right? So I would say, if the parents understand that the children will use it for their benefits rather than wasting a lot of time in social media or video games, then that may not be very good for them. Or if the parents understands that, yes, their time to use the technology is the computer, and they can use it for their benefits, then they should be given access to the computers.
Do you think that schools should use more technology to help children learn?
That's a good question, because increasing technology and developing more and more in terms of investment for technology, that that may be good or may not be good, because studies have been shown that investing more on a technological side has not increased students' performance or increased their grades significantly. So the places that do not have sufficient technology, those educational institutions should have more technology and computers, such as projectors or better equipment, to get the students engaged. And well, the bottom line is, if the authority people implementing these steps, they think that it will be beneficial for the students, then and only then they should be implementing that.
Do you agree or disagree that computers will replace teachers one day?
Never. I do not think that computers or technology or AI would ever replace the teachers, because there's whenever you are getting mentored by a good teacher, that is a whole different experience. I'm pretty sure everyone has their favorite teachers in their primary school or like high school, right? The fact of teaching mentorship from a person who you can trust, and then the communication in human level, you can never replace that through technology or computer or AI, right? Like most people, there are a lot of people that are um, aversion to technologies and AI, then they think that they're bad for them. So definitely technology or computer or AI will not replace a teacher.
Okay, so I got a little bit more here. How much has technology improved how we communicate with each other?
Well, technology has improved communication to a whole new level, because 20 years ago or 30 years ago, there was no way you can talk to a person who is living on the other side of the world. Now you can just put on your take your phone, send a text, and it will go to the other side of the world. Or you can just call them to the other side of the world literally for free, if you just have an Wi-Fi or an internet connection. So in that aspect, I would say technology has definitely improved communication. And you have all these emails, messages, instant messages, all this social media app uh, bringing people closer. Or sometimes people say that social media is kind of stopping the in-person contact, but everything has its bad and good sides depending on how you use it. So definitely, I would say social media and technology has changed the communication drastically.
Do you agree that there are still many more major technological innovations to be made?
Absolutely, for sure. We think that we have achieved a technological peak, but no, we are not. With the advancement of AI, a lot of new technology and a lot of new electronic equipment will come out that people have never seen, right? Like when the thought of communication, wireless communication that would go across the seas, overseas without any wire connection, the thought of it, it was unprecedented, and people could not even fathom in their brain that it would be possible, right? So with the advancement of AI, the possibility of improvement is unlimited, so we can never know. So the best thing you can do is plunge yourself more into the AI and technology, and be a part of it, not be aversion to it.
Could you suggest some reasons why some people are deciding to reduce their use of technology?
Yeah, that's a very good question, because the technology, as I said, that every coin has its both sides, right? One is light and one is darker. So depending on the person how he uses it, like technology and all that stuff is just a tool for that for you to use, right? So many people find themselves plunged into social media or different apps that they're consumed by it, and they have literally no control over it. And a lot of people find themselves scrolling through Instagram or TikTok mindlessly, and 1 or 2 hour has passed, 3 hour 4 5 hours sometimes, and they don't really remember what they have seen or what they have been through, right? So I would not say that's a very good place to be, right? And they're realizing it, that okay, these things are controlling our minds, and we are not being present. Whatever we're doing is meaningless. It's not being useful. So they are consciously thinking that, oh, I should not be using it. I think that's a good step. If something has control over you, you should not be using it. Like technology should be used by you for your improvement, not the otherwise.
I agree. Technology is so incorporated in our lives that we tend to use it for, we tend to misuse it pretty much.
Yeah.
So I definitely see where you're going with that. Okay, with the last question, that was it for the speaking test. We are wrapping it up here.
All right, guys. So you have seen like what a band 8 or 9 example test would look like. So what you would do is you do the same for your friend, and then you would look at the band descriptors. I'll put it on the screen. You can pause the video and look at it. I'll also put it on the description. So what you would do is literally look at the band descriptor as a Bible, and then give feedback to your friend how he or she has done. Yeah, so if you keep doing this for about a month or two, every other day, this will drastically improve your speaking. Yeah, thank you very much, Jan, for participating in this video with me today. So where can they find you?
I use Facebook, Instagram,
Okay.
Snapchat.
Snapchat, cool. I'll put his Instagram on the link in the description below. You can look at him. So he is also an ex-athlete, a swimmer. Did pretty good job during his undergrad. Yeah. So once again, thank you very much for being here. And guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.